Hello and welcome to this episode of the Vistage podcast. Today I am delighted to be joined by the wonderful Priyanka Sengar from Women First Jobs. Welcome.
Hi, Marisa. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm also super excited.
Yeah, I think we've actually got quite a lot in common, haven't we? So this should make for an interesting discussion. So with that in mind, can you just tell us a bit about you and your background, please?
I have almost 15 years of experience in corporate, worked for various MNCs, handled reasons, only in sales and business development. So traveled and I have two kids. I'm born and brought up in India. 5 years back, I moved to Dubai with my husband and started working here with a fintech. And from there, I quit my job and started the journey of Women First Jobs.
Wow. And that's quite a lot in 5 years. Just how old are the kids?
My elder one is going to be 9 soon, and younger one is 3.5.
Oh, wow. So I think you're still kind of in the thick of parenting still. So that's,
Yes. They're
yeah.
keeping me busy, yes.
There's a lot of big changes in the last 5 years. So what was the main driver for you to set up Women First Jobs?
I think if talk about drive, based on so many experiences uh, I faced in my corporate journey, and I found that the same sort of experiences were faced by several other friends of mine as well. But when I was facing those things, for me, I thought maybe it's normal, maybe it's cultural because I was in India back then, and I thought it's normal. Either it's a gender biased, or maybe the pay parity, or maybe when people judge you, if you are a female, they judge you, giving you before the projects or something like that. If you're a mother, they judge you like whether that female will be able to manage both parenting journey as well as professional journey. So like I overcame all those judgments and kept myself growing and working and all that. I thought things will change. Let me work more harder. But to be very true, it didn't change. I moved to Dubai. I thought maybe my surroundings has changed. So uh, the things will definitely change. But I realized that something or other was quite similar, especially in corporate life. And when I discussed these things with my friends as well, I found, oh my God, we are on the same page for these things. They are somewhat also facing the same kind of a situation. Sometimes they got judged because of their gender, and the promotions and everything got took longer time as compared to a male colleague or something. I thought there is a gap. When I decided to switch my career, I found it is really hard for a female to find a platform which is completely dedicated for her, who is taking care of her needs, of sending the CVs or grooming or mentorships or anything like that. I thought there is a gap in the market. Someone has to think about it. Let me try. So I quit my job. I was not aware what is going to happen next. Will I be able to successful or not? It was just there in my mind. It was just the passion that I want to do something for the females like me, and let me start. So I think when I left my job the next month, I started the journey of Women First Jobs.
Amazing. And when you talk about, like gender bias, the pay gap and judgment, it's quite incredible, really, because I know you felt that in India, but I genuinely feel that no matter where you are in the world, there's some countries that do it better than others, but actually it's quite ingrained in our society. And, to reach for equality still feels quite far away.
No, you are absolutely right. And I would not say you're right that society is like that. But I would say when I'm completely into this thing, I realize now there is something on the females as well. There is always a question mark in their mind. Most of the time, will I be able to do this? Am I sufficient to finish this task? Will I be managed to both my family and my work together? So when these question marks will not be there in our minds, no, I'm sure we will also grow in a equal pace like a male counterpart. So I think it's from both the sides, from the corporates as well as from the females. We both have to work together to actually remove these gender bias, or maybe the pay parity, or to bring to everyone as an equal platform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And I think I work with a lot of female and male clients, but one thing that's consistent with female clients, no matter kind of where you are, like in the lower levels at the start of the journey or into, C-suite positions, what is really prevalent is this imposter syndrome.
Absolutely.
And I think that is something that, that's within our control, and just supporting each other to overcome that. And that kind of comes to my next question. Why is female-led recruitment so important?
So as I mentioned, when I started the journey of women first jobs, it was nowhere in my mind that, oh, let me open a recruitment firm, I'll make money or something like that. The first thing which came to my mind is that I did not get the opportunity. Will I be able to create the opportunities for others?
Mm-hmm.
So I still remember the day when I came home after my work, and I told my husband that, see, it's enough now. I want to do something, and I want to do something for females. And he simply said, okay, yes, let's do it. Do you have any idea? And I was blank. I was not ready. Like, what should be that thing which I should come up in the market that which will actually help the females? Then slowly and gradually, I thought, let's start with the stage where they will get financially independent, where we can create the opportunities for them, because the real empowerment only starts when they will be able to stand on their feet. They will be financially independent. So this is how it all happens. And now the journey is it's a long way to go, but I think it's growing.
Yeah, and I think the UAE is such a melting pot of cultures. It's incredible, right? From a diversity perspective, we have all of the opportunity here. And I'm just wondering, I mean, supported by the UAE government as well, and the drive to get more women into leadership positions. What's your view on talent here versus other markets?
No, I think I couldn't agree more with you. Actually, UAE government is supporting enough, and they are supporting a lot, I would say, in every parameters. They are supporting the freshers as well. They are supporting the people, the females, and the corporates as well. They have put that pressure from the top that there should be the proper uh, gender. I mean, like the gap should not be that much. And I think in UAE, this is the best place where you will find the multinational people. The females are more advanced. The females understand the importance of financial independence. They understand they want to go do something. They want to earn. They want to be financially independent. They want to do something for themselves, for their families.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would say I'm blessed that I started my entrepreneur journey from this country.
Mm. Yeah, and I think in this country, there's a huge proportion of women in STEM roles as well, isn't there? And like graduating in STEM topics.
Absolutely, yeah. So there are females, those who are working really great in oil and gas as well. Like people still surprised when they know, oh, females are there in oil and gas as well. Yes, they are there. Even the Emirati females are there. Those who are working, they are really thriving in the oil and gas. And you name it, any kind of industry, any sector, they are coming forward. They want to prove themselves. They want to show that, yes, they are there to do. I mean, like just give them the opportunity and they are there to thrive.
Yeah, and what I've seen as well, because people come from, all over the world to be in Dubai, but there's a lot of people have come from hardship, and, it's been on a huge journey for them to get to a market like Dubai. And I find that the grit and determination from women here and men, but, we're talking about women specifically here, but women here is just something like unparalleled versus my experiences in Europe.
No, you're right. Absolutely right.
And you talked about, you touched on having kind of purpose and values driven work. Has that kept you motivated, do you think?
Yes, I think this the journey of women first jobs actually, I would say we are based on three pillars, that is empower, thrive, and contribute.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about empowerment, we are creating the platform with the help of the corporates to give the equal opportunities to the females. Because when I started, there was still a question mark in lots of corporates will be, we don't have roles related to females. But the idea was not that. The idea is that do not think that this role is for female or this role is for male. Give them equal opportunity. Let them come and prove themselves, sit on the same chair along beside a male counterpart. Give them the opportunity to come and face the interview and then decide if she is equally capable enough or not. So this is how we are creating the social impact where the companies are not only giving the opportunities to them, they are empowering the females. I'm sure when a female come back from a maternity leave, that is the biggest challenge she faced. I'm a mom. I can understand this thing. I'm sure you must be you can understand this thing as well. The confidence level has gone drastically down. And like the first question will, oh my God, what I'm going to wear? Will I be perfect? Will I be confident enough when I move into the boardroom? People will still listen to me? They used to do it when I started my maternity leaves and all. So that confidence is not there. But we help them, we support them. The first thing starts from within actually. So if we prepare them about the confidence, we take the so many confidence sessions and other things as well. And then comes the contribution part where whenever we work with any corporates, the certain part of the profit goes to various NGOs. That is, they are working for women and children development. Because I personally feel is that when you start giving something, it comes back to you 10 times. So this is, I know this is maybe something I'm with the Indian mindset, which I'm bringing here, but this is how I'm working. So whenever we close something, the part of the profit again goes to the various NGOs. The NGOs, those who are really doing good in women and children development, but they are struggling to get the funds. They do not know how they are going to survive, how they're going to support the females and the kids associated with them. We support them. So we have done a number of contribution drives as well with the money which corporates is giving to us. So it's like for corporates, it's a win-win. On one hand, they are empowering the females. On the other hand, they are giving back to the society. So it's a full circle which is coming back. And for us, we are supporting, we are empowering more and more females. Because I believe that one empowered female can actually empower multiple females. If I'm working, I can hire a nanny for my kids. My nanny can take care with the same money with their family. I can hire a driver. The driver can send the money back home. So it's like a chain reaction. It's a ripple effect in the society.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think like female networking and helping each other is so powerful, and the referrals that come through as well. I mean, I've had a complete career shift over the last few years, and I never really realized the value of like that network until, more recently in the last couple of years. It's incredibly powerful. I just want to circle back just slightly. There's a few things that you said there that are really interesting, but just on the parents returning to work or mothers returning to work, I mean, that hit me like a ton of bricks. Managing director, age 35, went off, took maternity leave, and then I was like a shell of my former self. It's insane. And until you've been through it, you have no idea. I used to think as a manager that I was super supportive of, and I was, any individual needs, I would always provide for people. Anything anybody asked, I would always give to them and make sure to be as flexible as possible. But looking back on when people like had been on kind of maternity leave, I just didn't check in enough. I was kind of like, oh, hi, how are you? How's the baby? Let's see the pictures. Oh, great. But I wasn't really checking in. So I'd like to get your view on what advice would you offer to employers for returning parents and mums?
See, what I personally feel is that when you onboard an employee, female employee, some or other day she might take a maternity break. But when you onboard that person, you have given certain KPIs, you have given certain tasks which she has to perform. If she is able to fulfill all her responsibilities while she is expecting, while during her journey, maternity, after the maternity break and all, I think we should not question her that is she pregnant? Is she coming back to work? Is she working from home or from any part of the world? At the end, we should be concerned about the task which we have given to her. Because I'm sure we are not going to ask the same question to a male colleague because we know they are not going to take the maternity leave. So that is why that question doesn't come in the picture. But if the female performing enough, performing well, I think those things corporate should keep in their mind that work is more important. And of course, when a female is going through that fragile time and she needs more comfort, little bit extra, just ask us, the managers can ask the questions like you mentioned about like how's the baby doing, how is if they're everything, because we know I mean, like we all are here because somebody actually gave birth to us, right? So our moms gone through the same kind of a cycle, which we are seeing today in our colleagues, in our team members and the female partners. So I think we should keep that much of humanity in our mind. But if we'll talk about on a professional front, if the work is not getting affected, I think it has nothing to do with the female is coming on to work or maybe working from home, or she is pregnant or on the coming back after the maternity leaves.
Agreed. And I think no one does kind of like prioritization and time management like a working mother, you know, like it certainly taught me how to be more effective, more efficient, quicker, cut out the stuff that's just non-value add or there's no ROI, you know, it's just, yeah, it's great. So the work that you do and the percentage that you give to NGOs is also, you know, that's amazing that you do that and so incredible. And I think I'm a firm believer as well, if you give, you will receive. And it's very karmic, isn't it? I'd like to just hear a little bit more about your journey as a CEO and what have been the biggest learnings for you?
So I'm still learning actually. So the learning is still going on. Every day I'm learning from my team, from the people I'm working with, from the clients every day. But I would say the biggest learning I would, as a CEO, which I have learned is that get the right team with yourself for your company, for your goal, for the vision. If you don't have that right team with you, no matter what, how much unique vision you are working upon or how much strategic you are, it's not going to work. The people, those who are working with you should also feel the vision, the mission on which you are working. So when everyone is on the same page, they can also feel, they can also strive, they can also work towards the same direction. They can also see what you want to see. Then only your company will grow. So I think this is the biggest learning and I'm working on it. And yeah, I think every CEO must be facing the same issue that the team, people management and getting the best team, the dream team, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things when you start a business, you just want to go, 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 but kind of sort of organizing and working on what is your company DNA is so important, isn't it? Because you need everybody then to come on board, align to that DNA, and then kind of work towards that North Star. Can you tell me, because I know like before you started this, you've done quite a lot of business development and sales. How did you switch from that into recruitment? Like, how did you even know where to start?
I know, even I'm also surprised, like, how did this happen? Sometimes I feel like, how did this happen? Like, I don't know. And I think I'm working because of the passion. Every day when I wake up, the first thing which come to my mind, how many females we are going to empower today? And you would not believe I get so many mails, so many messages every day on LinkedIn, WhatsApps, and emails. We cannot help everyone, but at the back of my mind, it is there. And I don't know, it's there. I don't forget the names. I don't forget the people. If someone send me a message that I'm a single mom, I need your support on this thing and all that thing. So the first thing comes to my mind, I take the CV from her, send it to my team and ask them, please try if we can place her somewhere. If we can try to help her. And I think this is the one thing which keeps me growing and going as well. I think nothing else. I don't see like how many competitors we have or how many reasons we are going to capture. Nothing is there in our mind. It's just that we want to empower more and more females. That's it. People should understand the value of giving equal opportunities to female. Do not judge them. That's it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just I can hear, you know, I can see the passion. I can see you light up as well. But just having those, like, when it is purpose driven, I think it like works itself out, you know, and like it feels like you've just come in. You're like, I might not know how like the ins and outs of recruitment, but I'm just going to get my head down and I'm going to do it and I'm going to build that team. And yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
I've learned a lot and I'm learning each and every day from my team. And by God grace, I get the best people with me. Those who are teaching me everything. They know the in and out of recruitments. They're teaching me everything. And I think I never feel that I shouldn't learn, or maybe I'm sitting at the top. I should know every day I learn from them. And this is how I can only grow the company, because they are the one who can support me. We are a team. If we want to empower more females out, I need to first get empowered myself and empower my team. So I think we all are supporting each other, and this is how we are growing.
Yeah, and it's so important as a leader to like be able to like zoom out and give your team like their own remit and, you know, not be like in the weeds, so that everybody has space to grow, like you said, and empower. So what are your aspirations for the next 5 years with Women First?
Uh, for the next 5 years, I think what I'm thinking is we are growing good. People are really liking the concepts. We have onboarded good clients, those who really give the value of diversity and all. But what I'm thinking, like last year, we were empowered somewhere around 100. I think we have completed 1 year now. So last year, we have empowered close to 80 to 100 females. I want this number should increase every year tenfold. This is the first thing. And then we want to expand regionally as well, globally as well. So that, because this issue of diversity is not only in one reason, it's a global thing where the females really feel challenges. So I want to create that kind of awareness in 5 years' time, that people should understand, yes, this is the role, let's give it to a female. Do not think about the male or female, or this role is for male or this role is for female. Let me try a female. Let me give a role to her. She will come and thrive, I'm sure. I really want to change the mindset. I cannot do it alone, and I cannot do it in a day's time. It might take time, but I'm sure it will happen.
It's in increments though, isn't it? It's working towards that like common goal, and eventually we'll get there. And I like what you said at the beginning, you know, it's not like women versus men, it's how do we support each other and like overcome kind of unconscious bias that we all have for, you know.
Absolutely. Right. I mean, like, so many people ask me this question when, like, why only females? Why not male? Do you have any issues with male? But the thing is that the idea of women first jobs is not to remove the males and put the females. Its idea is to create that balance in that imbalanced the proportion which is already there. We just want to create the balance, give the equal opportunities to both the genders. Let them come and prove themselves based on their skills and expertise.
Yeah, exactly. It's like at the moment we're in uneven starting places. And a lot of that is because, like you said at the start, you know, our own perhaps insecurities. So we're not going to the table with the same level of confidence, and we're not applying for jobs that perhaps like a male counterpart with the same experience would have. And what you do just kind of supports that flow so that we can start to get, you know,
Yeah.
50-50 at the interview table.
And it's not going to happen without the support of males as well. We need equal support from them as well, because if they will not support us, if they will not support their wives, their sisters, their spouse, I'm sure the journey would be very tough.
100%. Can you tell me, is there anyone, I'm going to put you on the spot now, so sorry, but is there anyone that you really look up to, that's inspired you? Can be a real person, or like, you know, a CEO in a top company, or yeah, who's your inspiration?
I would say, I mean, like, there are so many females. I mean, they always my inspiration. Even before this journey of entrepreneurship, I mean, like I used to see their videos. I used to see them. I mean, like I thought, oh my God, they're doing amazing for the society. Oprah is one of such female. I really admire her for the work she is doing in terms of the contribution to the society, the social impact she is creating, and every time when she talk about manifest and get it happen and see if you'll manifest anything, you can get it. I think I'm highly inspired with her on that part, and I'm a true believer in that part. Like, if there is something in your mind, if you have manifested something, just work towards it and see it's going to happen. It's going to fall into your lap. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I believe that too. You know, if you write, otherwise you sort of, I think there's a power in writing it down, because then everything you do kind of aligns to that. And otherwise you sort of like float and there's less kind of structure to it. And then, you know, I also believe that the universe presents what you put out there as
absolutely.
well.
Absolutely. And there are so many female CEOs in the world. They are doing great. They are managing their families. They are managing their work at the same time. So I
Mhm.
think they're setting a great examples to all the freshers, those who are coming, the new the females, and for them, so that they can look at them and see that one day I want to become like that. So I think it's amazing.
Yeah, amazing. And one last question. Is there something like this drive is very unusual, you know, you've come over here, you've really pushed, you've literally switched careers, you're doing something that's super purpose-led and having a massive impact here and to be global. Is there like something that inspired you from an early age to do something like this? Like, where does that drive come from?
Uh, I think from my parents.
Hmm.
When I because I've written this thing several times on my LinkedIn as well, that the real empowerment starts from your own house. If a female want to do something and the partner is not supporting, no matter how much hard she is trying, it's the journey will always be tough for her. And I've
Hmm.
seen this thing. My parents, like my mom, we lost her last year actually. She was a lecturer, and I see like how my father used to support her for everything. How my father get involved in each and every household thing. They both were real partners in terms of managing kids, managing family, managing work, everything. Sometimes she used to come late from her work, but I never saw my father complain about it, that you came late and where is the dinner, where is the lunch. No, we as a kids used to get everything on time. So I think that was the reason. And my mom, every time she mentioned that because of my father, she used to reach to the level where she wanted to reach. So I think that's what I used to see my whole life. And I think I'm really blessed enough to get this partner like that, who supports me in each and every journey, in all my decisions. So I think I always think that every female should get such partner, not my partner, but yes, the person in their life like that, who understands them, who actually put the wing under the fire. I mean, like fire under the wing so that they can fly,
Yeah.
which is
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's so important to have that at home. Without that, I couldn't do what I do either, you know. So, but it's just the way it should be. It should be 50-50. So I'm glad you saw that in your upbringing as well. So we're coming to a close, and I would encourage kind of all our listeners to reach out to you if this has resonated or they're looking for a role or thinking of something different. But just quickly, where can people find you?
I'm present on LinkedIn. We have a company website as well, that is womenfirstjobs.com. And they can find me on LinkedIn as well. They can approach me directly. Most of the time, I reply to all the messages, everything whenever I got. And I'm on Instagram as well. Our company is present on all the social medias. Everything is there.
Amazing. Thank you so much. This conversation has been incredibly inspiring, and I'm very grateful for your time.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.